go door to you. Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON.
As nations of the world examine the importance of standardization to human activities, Standards Organization of Nigeria impounds a truckload of used tires in Onne Port, Rivers State. Hello and welcome to Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. My name is Ifenyinwa Okonkwo. Sit back, relax and enjoy the program. I'll be back shortly.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products. We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
A warm welcome to the program and thanks so very much for being part of Nigeria's foremost public enlightenment initiative on standardization. We will continue to promote standards and guarantee quality and improve the well-being of Nigerians. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, gave his assurance at the press briefing in Lagos in commemoration of this year's World Standards Day. Alimoto Sifo has the details.
Standardization is the act of developing and promoting processes that guides the production of goods and services. For more than 50 years, the Standards Organization of Nigeria, working with relevant stakeholders, have developed and coordinated the elaboration of standards in the country. The agency has provided technical support to operators of the various sectors in the country, especially the manufacturing sector. Realizing that Nigeria's journey to standardization has been an onerous task and quite demanding, the SON boss says the agency remains committed to delivering on its mandates to the people.
Substandard goods are a worldwide problem because they're economically viable alternatives to people. So it's not just in our country, but all over the world. And we are dealing with that issue in a holistic manner. We have our enforcement department, which we are introduced to our directors for enforcement among us here. We are making sure our ports are more efficient, and we are working together with agencies at the port of entries like the Customs and Excise Department to make sure that products that are coming into the country, we are able to inspect them to make sure they are up to standard.
While highlighting the various achievements the SON has recorded through the years, Malam Salim disclosed that SON will continue to expand its quality infrastructure to meet the aspirations of the various stakeholders.
As we gravitate gracefully towards achieving 2030 agenda of the SDGs, SON is ensuring that standards are being developed in various areas of human endeavors. The ManCap and SONCAP, our program, ensure that factories are inspected continually and products that are imported are in line with standards for circulation of the products around the country. Assisting micro, small and medium enterprise with discounts, waivers and product certification processes for the sector to ensure the products and services offered with the specific requirements. Accredited SON laboratories are available to test products in line with standards. SON is also ensuring that halal certification process is established to key into the large opportunities of economic opportunities around the world. To reduce effect of greenhouse emission on the climate, SON has established a lab here in Ikeja for testing off-grid products such as solar panels and batteries.
The SON Chief Executive, while evaluating the agency's strides in revamping the nation's industrial sector, emphasized the need for operators of the real sector of the economy to adhere strictly to standards. As critical stakeholders in the nation's quest to wealth and job creation, it charged manufacturers of goods to be quality conscious and competitive to ensure the survival of their businesses.
Last month in September, we inspected the iron and steel manufacturing facilities around the whole country. Every one of those factories were inspected, and the ones found wanting were fined, and they paid directly to the federal government, and they have been warned. So it's a continuous process. We are in charge of almost every sector of the country, and we're doing the best within the powers we have. I assure you that this process is going to continue. We recently had an inspection of the cable manufacturing industry, and some of the manufacturers that were found wanting were penalized too, and some of them even shut down temporarily until they improve their processes. We did that a while ago with the flour mills enforcement activities, and we have plans to continue in all these areas because it's very important for the country and for the safety of the people.
The DG said the SON will continue to support genuine producers of goods in the country, adding that stiffer measures are being worked out to check the importation of substandard products into the country.
We have captured a lot of products. In fact, we have arrested a bunch of people with used tires and which are contraband in the country in Port Harcourt. And every day we are dealing with these substandard goods in so many ways. We liaise with the market associations both here in Lagos and around the country. Our regional offices and state offices are working 24/7. In fact, before we started the enforcement in the lubricant industry, most of the companies are almost threatened in existence in this country. Too many products are made in a sophisticated way that even the factories themselves cannot differentiate until you look at the product. So we are able to prosecute a number of people from Sokoto, Lagos, Cross Rivers, around the country doing this terrible activity in the industry.
Plans, it said, are on the way to enhance public awareness on the importance of standardization, adding that SON will take its message of quality to the nooks and crannies of the nation.
Part of our responsibility, even on a regular basis with our families, our friends, our neighborhood, is to make sure people are aware of the products that are in circulation and to make sure that how to address issues of products that are substandard, how to report them, how to go about recognizing them. We do that on a regular basis. In fact, we have a robust sensitization program in our public relations department, which they are doing it. And also, we have access both online and directly. We are among the few organizations in the country that has offices in every state of the country. And those offices are always out there working with the public to make sure that they are aware of what to look for. And then when they report those issues, we address them. We have a legal department, enforcement departments that are fully functional, and they're doing their jobs in a very robust way.
For some beneficiaries of SON's technical interventions, it's been a positive exercise through the years. They attested to the fact that the implementation of standards in their businesses has enhanced their production processes with positive outcomes.
We are ISO 9001-2015 certified, considering the fact that it's SON that anchored that as well. So, since we have been with them, there are a lot of improvements that they have put into our system, because when you go to a system, it's like you are doing a mini audit. And when you check their system, if you see something they need to work on, something they need to, improve on, you advise them accordingly. We've been there. And majority of the product, they come for online check, which we do together. Their staff will be here throughout the whole day. They will check all the parameters one after the other, document their own, they look at you, they do their work thoroughly. And with that, it also ginger us. And considering the fact that our objective in the standard PLC is also to ensure that we give out quality product and services that meets customer requirement. We always get customer feedback, your product are okay, your product are good. So they have been of high help to us in terms of system improvement.
It's like we've been partners all these 50 years, and for our products and for our reputation, it shows that we have the Standard Organization of Nigeria helping along the way, because we've never had any issues. We've been partners, their standards have been followed. We are also a company that believes in standard. So having Standard Organization being our ombudsman, being our check, it also helps to say that our partnership is really, really rewarding.
When we met SON officials, one good thing that happened was, the advices they gave us to meet the standards of production in Nigeria and some compliances to do within our factory. All these inputs, it gave us an improvement in our production facility, in terms of hygiene, housekeeping, good manufacturing practices, to say in short. So there were many such benefits that came in. And ever since then, with regular SON inspection and their advices, there have always been a constant improvement.
How did they come about this standard? They sat down, they invited customers, they invited everybody to come and say, what are the conditions, what are the qualities of what you want? They sat down with CAMAN, Cable Manufacturer Association, to come up with a standard for all cable manufacturers in Nigeria. Also, they go to paint industry to come up with standard. They go to all textile industry to come up with standard they should use. So, for anybody that is in CAMAN group, Cable Manufacturer Association group, of which I'm a member, I must obey all the regulations, all the standard laid down by a standard organization. Without it, everybody will just be doing whatever he likes. And I want to tell you that the SON coming here every quarter to come and test, give quality assurance to my product is another encouraging something. It brings compatibility, it brings safety and all other things. They are saving us, they are also saving the buyers. If you produce bad products for them, it's not good. And that is one of the things. They are doing a lot of wonderful jobs in Nigeria, and I must commend them.
The World Standard Day is observed on the 14th of October every year. The theme of this year's event is Standards for Sustainable Development Goals.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
Our country right now is threatened by substandard goods, resulting into industries not surviving in this country. We cannot continue to have individuals physically destroying our economy. That's economic sabotage, and we are not going to tolerate that.
Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
You're still watching Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. A truckload of used tires found to be substandard have been impounded by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The seizure was made at One Port in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, by officials of the SON. Please take a listen.
Officials of the SON working on the tip-off impounded this seizure in One Port in Rivers State. The agency's Director, Inspectorate and Compliance, Suleiman Issa, who took delivery of the seizure in Lagos, told Standard and You that the agency has put in place measures to tracking these bad products, no matter their location in the country. Officials of the agency, he said, work round the clock with other relevant government agencies to check the activities of unscrupulous importers. Apart from the fact that the tires are used, they were stuffed into one another, thereby destroying vital components of the tire.
Apart from used, which most of them, of course, are expired, they are also stuffed, which makes it completely not suitable for use. You can see that there are 4 others inside the outer tire. There are smaller sizes that were squeezed into the outer tire, and we're having about 5 pieces here. They normally do this so as to carry more in a single container, and by doing that you can see they evade taxes, they cut cost, but at the expense of Nigerians. In fact, this is not supposed to come in because it is used.
So what damages are actually done to this tire?
The structure of the tires are already very bad. You know, they are not, they have lost their strength, the structure, and it fails test. And secondly, because it's used, you know, for the original users to abandon it means it's no more useful, it has expired. You know, tires have expiry date. Tires are supposed to last about 4 years from the time of manufacture. And you can see some of them have stayed almost 10 years. So they are no more useful. They have been abandoned. But Nigerians get these things and bring into the country.
SON's Director, Inspectorate and Compliance advised those still in the business of importing and distributing such bad products in Nigeria to desist from the wicked acts and stop exposing innocent consumers to avoidable destruction of lives and property.
This is a failed portion. So by this failed portion, at the point of impact, is the first place to fail. And then it could burst, you know, and there could be accident because of that. The damage is caused by the squeezing in, forceful squeezing of other tires into, look at this as a typical example. It is supposed to retain its structure. Remember, some of them even have the iron inside, some have nylon, you know, as part of the structure. So with this bending, which of course has been done over time, you know, so it has given it a permanent failure. And so it can withstand the pressure of use. So, and that's why stuffing, we have not seen where stuffed tires were tested and they pass. No, of course they don't pass. And secondly, once tire is expired, you know, it's expired and it's no more, it doesn't have that quality to withstand use, and that is why it's not allowed for use.
Already, the agency has commenced the process of destroying the bad tires.
Before we can do anything with regards to destruction, we have to have the legal backing, and the legal backing is the procurement of court order, so as to give us the power to destroy. And we ascertain the numbers, the details of the owners, so that to prevent the owner in the future from coming to request or to make case with SON. So that is the need for us to obtain the court orders that will empower us to destroy.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigeria SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards to improve made in Nigeria products for export. We have developed more standards for products like sesame, cocoa, gari, and more, courtesy of our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turned around time for SUNCAP, MANCAP, and other certification processes. SON has intensified market surveillance, raids, and seizures to reduce substandard products in circulation, and offenders shall be prosecuted. Join SON in ridding our nation of substandard products. If you see something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standard.
It is the only point of contact between your vehicle and the road. Yes, it's the tire. On Feedback segment today, I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on these rig-shaped components fitted onto the wheels of vehicles, and that would be right after responding to your messages. My name is Halimot Osifo. Welcome. Moses from Enugu says, please, the block people are molding nowadays to build house is not up to standard. And where is your office in Enugu? Thanks, Moses. SON is deploying several measures to check the quality and safety of not just blocks, but other building materials in the country. SON office in Enugu is at number 3 Proda Road, Engineering Lab, MNA Industrial Layouts, Enugu. Enoch from Abule-Ado, Lagos says, those people that are producing fake lubricants should be punished with death sentence, including truck drivers who patronize them knowingly. Thank you. Production and distribution of fake or adulterated lubricants is an offense punishable by law. SON Act number 14 of 2015 empowers the Standards Organization of Nigeria to prosecute offenders, and that has been ongoing in various courts. Engineer Scott Agunu says, how do you know an original product? Identifying an original product depends on the nature of the product. You can ascertain the quality of some products through physical examination, while others require laboratory tests and analysis to verify their quality. Kingsley Edem from Port Harcourt says, how are these substandard cables coming into the markets? Well, there are some greedy importers and unpatriotic Nigerians who smuggle substandard products into the country. However, SON is doubling efforts to sanitize the markets. Anonymous message says, I love SON program, keep it up. Thank you so much and keep watching. Now to 5 standard tips on tire. Say no to used tires. Buy brand new tires certified by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Be alert. Tires expire 4 years after manufacture date. Check your tire pressure regularly. Do not overinflate or underinflate your tire. Ensure you keep your tire balanced and wheel aligned for a safe and smooth ride. Don't overload your vehicle. Your tires can overheat, wear out quickly, and blow out. There you have it, 5 standard tips on tire. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. Do you have a question, complaint, or suggestion? You can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on any of our social media platforms, and remember, you can watch the program online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and have a great week.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.